What? Sexy fat. You become a superhero. Awesome. Which one?
It's my new clothes. I just bought it today.
Hey, you look amazing, dude. You're looking ripped as well, man. You really
Mm,
trained for this one, huh? Congrats, sexy
Thanks,
fat.
man.
Yeah. Uh,
So,
you want to give me some analysis of Spider-Man? What would you like to say?
just say I just saved the world. Now I'm here to comment some Dotas. Just chilling. Let's do it.
You know, if I'm honest with you, if there's a Marvel person that plays Dota, it would definitely be Peter Parker. He's a smart one, right? He's a smart but a little bit
Yeah.
insecure, not quite socially able. He's perfect. All right, let's see. Beastcoast, first pick once again. We get to see the Dawnbreaker potentially once again for them. Would you repick it, RDO? Do you think it was strong?
Yes,
Nope.
either Dawnbreaker or Tiny. Nice, they went with the Dawnbreaker.
No.
Yep. The Venom's not available this time. They thought the Venom was the problem, interestingly enough.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not like Beast Coast picked Venom on 8 on West Games, so I'm not sure
Yeah.
why they banned the Venom.
I agree, man. You could also not pick your carry in the first two picks, right? And then you're solved.
Yeah, you can also not pick a Bloodseeker.
That's good too. Yeah, there's so many solutions to the Venom.
Yeah.
All right, hoodwink time. Not yet.
Alright, let's go LTH. Show me. Unlock.
Okay, this is the Berna classic. This is Berna. You need to play a fast hero. Medusa. No, Berna, real fast hero. Razor. Okay.
Medusa.
No jug on 8 now, at least.
No jug on 8. Yeah, it's true. What does Beastcoast do on 8 then? Actually, that's interesting.
Oh,
Do they just use the
Visage.
support here? Oh, okay, okay.
I'll go for Visage. Visage is good against this Razor. And Bloodseeker too. But then we got get into the meme. No Bloodseeker.
I think Hector can destroy Bloodseeker. I trust him with the Bloodseeker. He's a really good Bloodseeker. I don't trust Berna as much.
Alright. I would go with some. Actually, I would pick Tiny here, man. Scofield's just so good with Tiny, and it's
Yeah.
also a Fox.
Oh,
Oh my! Oh my!
TB on 8.
was that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I like the way Beast Coast is thinking now, because they used to give K1 last pick, and K1 he doesn't have the biggest of a hero pool, so he sometimes ended up playing some carries that are countered. Like once against Hikari, he picked Sven into TB, for example. And now instead of that, they're just picking his carry on 8 and protecting it with Vents.
Yeah.
I find it pretty smart for them.
I will say though, RDO, to your point, that Hector thinks Sven counters TB, by the way, but you know that's another point. That's a whole other debate. But he's told me that before.
Yeah, kind of weird.
he is kind of weird, man. He has his own ideas of Dota. But are there ways now that SG can respond to this? I mean, obviously they're banning the puck, the lash, the big area damage. But Faker's hero pool seems to be pretty good as Terrorblade. He plays Zeus, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Come on,
Zeus-
everybody plays Zeus nowadays.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's fair. Is this a good Zeus game, or is it too slow with the Razor?
I believe it can work. I don't think one thing's connected to each other. If it's a good game for Zeus, why not? Why you cannot have Razor and Zeus on your team?
That's fair. I'm just
I mean,
asking, you know, because Zeus is like a win condition from the mid lane, so sometimes it's harder to play.
There's one fact, like you're gonna lack siege damage for sure.
Right.
But then maybe you can compensate with a Zoo hero. There's Visage, there's Beastmaster's not opening, there's Lycan also.
Mhm.
But none
I like
of
that.
them are good against TP. Fortunately.
Better instead. That's a hero. That's a natural Faker hero. Also magic damage. What are your thoughts on this sexy fight? How do you understand as a mid laner right now?
I think it's good, but we're not seeing that often because like Book is just so broken. Book just counters it so heavily the bad, but as we can see, Book is not in the game anymore available, so yeah, it can be a good game for Bad Riders. Beastcoast still has three picks to try to make this Bad Rider life miserable.
Mm-hmm. They can also play it offlane, by the way. I forgot the Frank also does play it very commonly offlane still these days, right?
When I first saw it, I was gonna call, Whisper Bad Rider, but then I saw it was SG picking.
Yeah, Frank does play it though. Frank does play it still offlane. So yeah, they're gonna cover it just in case. Oracle for Stinger. Okay.
Kind of weird. Oracle is really good against Bad Rider, but this Terrorblade Oracle duo, as long as I remember for my whole life, when you have these two heroes on your same team, the win rate just goes down. It's awful.
Interesting.
These two combination.
RDO, you're laughing. Do you not agree with that?
I agree because we were in the same team when this stuff happened. Duster best heroes like Oracle and Wyver, and my best heroes Terrorblade. So we had ended up playing a lot of Oracle TB games. It's not that good of a synergy, but I guess it's a good pick because it prevents the bad trader to having a free game.
Why is it bad synergy, RDO? Can you explain it to me?
I mean, the lane is kind of bad because Oracle deals a lot of damage, but he doesn't have a lot of stuns. So in lane with TB, you don't really do much. And TB is already a hero that is hard to. I don't know how to explain it. It's just bad for the game. In theory, when you're a Terrorblade, they will try to burst you, and Oracle's gonna ulti you, and you're gonna sunder, blah blah blah. But this never happens. You always die, and that's it from this duo.
Awesome. Just
Not
die.
the best.
Okay.
Not the best. Yeah.
It's just like magic, man. It's supposed to be good, but it always fails. But maybe not this time.
Sexy Fat though, they committed two supports to counter this battle, Nyx and the Oracle here. Could SG run away with this? Is there any way they can take advantage of this? Oh.
Oh. They responded to Dazzle. But I still don't think they really needed this Dazzle, because so far they have like one way to protect themselves from Bat, they have one way to catch Bat, but they don't really have ways to apply damage on this Bat Rider.
Yep. Maybe they just wanted to play Oracle, and this is the next best thing. I don't know. This seems like a really odd Dazzle. Is he what, 5? Offlane Dazzle for Frank? Maybe? Please no.
Please.
I hope it's not offlane because Oracle counters, right? It's dispellable.
Yeah.
Hard counter, and also Terrorblade's high armor. It's a terrible lane.
Yeah.
But it's SG, so I honestly don't know. Maybe they pick LC. Last pick again.
Against Oracle, oh my god.
let's think of some offlaners though, because I think that's what SG is needing. It seems like better in that lane would be kind of countered. So what are some ideas for Frank here? What would you like to see?
Centaur is really good against Terrorblade in general.
I like
One of the ideas that come in mind. But I don't know, seeing SG Sports, I really think they need some kind of siege damage, like, because if they don't pick it, if they just put this Razor hard carry, they're never gonna do rush, they're never gonna go for a tier 2, and this TP is just gonna go farm more, and eventually he's gonna carry.
Well, can you afford a Lycan here, maybe?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Was that
you mean
for you?
Lycan for SG?
Yeah.
I don't really like it. It's better against TB on lane. I feel like the only lane TB plus Oracle can win is against Lycan Alpha.
So specific, man. Okay, so the Visage is available. You can still Visage if you want to zoo, right? You can still have that push.
Yeah, I prefer the Visage because he's gonna have a good lane against TB, because both TB and Oracle are both low HP.
I would feel more inclined if they pick like something like Juggernaut or Lifestealer and just put this Razor off lane. I think it makes more sense for SG.
Okay. Lifestealer, Juggernaut are the two carries you'd pick. RDO, if SG needed a carry, what would be the carry you'd pick?
PL for sure. Oh, PL's been.
Yep. That's why I ask you. Otherwise, I could just say it myself, mate.
Oh my. Let me see. So there's a classic Juggernaut when you run low on ideas.
default carry Juggernaut.
They can actually go for Morphling. It's good against TP, and they don't really have much stuns on the side of Beastcoast.
Both games were good Morphling games. Let's see if Berna wants to play it, though. Enigma ban again, but this time they have Clockwork. Why are they so afraid of the Enigma? Is it that strong, Sexy Fat, right now? Is it just God tier?
Yeah, it's one of the tier S, I would call one of the
Oh,
most strong
okay.
heroes in man.
Well, GG,
It's a
they lost the Visage.
Oh, the huge play. They steal the Visage from SG.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Who would say? Who would guess?
Actually, they can go for the Juggernaut now.
Yeah.
The Juggernaut plus Dazzle lane against Visage Nyx should be pretty good.
That's actually pretty good, you're right, yeah.
Yeah. Can they just put this Oracle to follow Dazzle only? Would that work? I don't know. Feels weird to range it again on the same lane.
Not sure. It seems like a Nyx plus TV lane would be hot garbage.
Even worse.
Oh, okay. Different idea, but
Yeah.
can work, right? Bristleback is really strong right now. He is not very good against Nyx.
I really like this Bristleback. He's just gonna ignore everyone in fight and just run at the Oracle. And meanwhile, this Bat Rider will just get on top of this DP
Exactly.
with his BKB.
Yeah.
It can work. It can work. I can see it working.
Dazzle's good with Bristleback, actually. A combo I haven't seen much, but it's very, very strong. Minus armor in area, plus a lot of healing that you provide. This seems like a real draft, not Legion Commander last pick. Is it enough, Sexy Fat, to sway you in their way?
Yeah. Sexy Fat approves, and my man Spider-Man here, he approves too. He said it to me.
No.
Okay, you don't approve at all.
I feel like they lack stuns on the side of SG,
Mhm.
and they also have no OP Vlad's heroes to hit the OP Vlads. So Visage is gonna buy the OP Vlads, and nobody's gonna kill it on team fight. They're gonna run low on damage and die. So I'll go with Beastcoast.
Can Razor not hit it? Is Razor not good at hitting the OP Vlad?
It's too much time, man. It's just like 5 or 6 hits. I'm not sure. It's gonna take so much time for him.
It's true. He's calculated. This takes a little bit too long. So unfortunately, Razor can't do it. So let's see if SG can take it number 2. The 65 is correct, or if RDO and Beastcoast will take this prediction, ending this series 2-0. As we go over to our casters, SeekNStrike and Winter.
Thank you, Avo. Yeah, it's going to be RDO here backing the TB. No surprise there, Winter. But what do you think here about this last pick, Bristle here? This Dazzle, this Oracle, so many saves, lots of heroes we don't really get to see too much.
No, there's a lot of synergy for sure between the Dazzle and the Bristleback, but at the same time, I feel like this Nyx is gonna have such a good game. You know, he counters the Razor to a certain extent, the Clockwork, the Bristleback, and the Bat Rider. So I feel like this Nyx is gonna be a huge problem.
Yeah, this Nyx has a lot of things he can do in this game, right? We casted a game with Avo earlier. I don't remember. I think it was a Western European game or something. Where like Nyx was a game like this where you just counter so many heroes that like you always have a lot of impact on these kind of Nyx Assassin, this kind of guy, this bug who wants to always kind of be doing things around the maps because his cooldowns are relatively short with the exception of Vendetta. But when you have just 5 heroes you can play against and always set up on, like it just feels amazing. I think at one stage we ended up seeing in that game Nyx stun 4 heroes with Spike Carapace into just like a complete disaster for the enemy team. So we might end up seeing that here this game. Lots of AoE uncontrollable damage. This Oracle pick, though, what do you think about his Axe Scepter here? This Reign of Destiny.
Position 5, getting Axe Scepter. Are you still dreaming?
Yeah. I mean, perhaps I am. Gojira, nice double stun there. At least can have prevented death on himself. I was just wondering. I've never seen it purchased. I've tried to purchase it in a couple games, but very rarely do you get the opportunity to even get a decent Oracle game.
Yeah, it's very difficult for a hero like Oracle to farm. You don't really have much wave clear. So, I mean, you can KS kills to the point where you get the axe. You want to do that? But
That's an option.
Yeah, but I think it's for me. I'm not really sure how good the axe is because I've never gotten it. But it definitely seems interesting, how it works.
Yep. Plenty of healing in any case here. That healing amp as well. I mean, again, we're not going to see it this game most likely, but would be very nice to amplify the Solar Guardian heals as well in that target area. Is down bottom, LTH. on his melee Clockwork hero. Bit different here. The panel was clamoring for him not to play such a passive hero like the Marseer, something with a little bit more impact here. That'll certainly be the case on the Clockwork this time around. Shouldn't have really any difficulties getting into these fights.
Yeah. I think the Clockwork suits his playstyle more. He's much more like an aggressive player. You know, he likes to look for initiations. Like, and Marcy is like, even though he's the initiator, but sometimes you feel like the hero, you need to be more patient, stay back, wait for the right counter initiation instead of trying to be the first move hero. I think Clockwork is more his LTH kind of hero. They mentioned the Hoodwink earlier, which is also a very aggressive hero. Meta popped in the lane here with the slow. Oh, he's
Might
dead?
get him. They will. Yeah,
Wow,
first blood.
he's actually
correct.
dead from that. Okay, that plus 30
Yeah,
damage.
in mid lane. Make that Faker is going to get the solo kill a second time here onto SeeSmile. Just runs him down, took that point in Firefly. Looks like one Celestial Hammer was the death of SeeSmile.
Yeah, both games, Faker got the better of SeeSmile there in the laning phase, trying to, trying to get as much done as possible from the lane. But he has an advantageous matchup to a certain extent, both games. So we'll see.
Plus, I feel like in the short lane, you might be more eager to use Celestial Hammer here. Yeah, for the pullback like that, right? Like SeeSmile just did, because the tower's nearby. But that does, present a little bit of an opportunity here for Faker to go for another kill, because you do put yourself out of position, giving Faker the opportunity. He is tanking the tower and is going to die. Does not get the kill onto SeeSmile that time around. The double laugh voice line. Stinger as well with the voice line.
He went for the kill with only 3 stacks, Usually in these kind of situations, you around level 4, 4 stacks is like optimal, before you go for a dive like that. But he felt too confident because he just killed the Dawnbreaker, and he feels like, oh, I'm strong, I'm just gonna go. It's like he needs to leave a mark,
Yeah, he's right back to it. It's just, the mid laners, they see their enemy slightly out of position, a little bit more forward than you'd like to be because you use Celestial Hammer to secure last hits, and all of a sudden, right
that's a good point too. Sometimes when you look at the players, the stream, when you see them streaming, and usually the mid laners like, how is this guy doing this, in front of my face? Then he tries to go for the kill.
Exactly.
Bot lane.
Down bottom. Yeah, Hector here in a bit of a rough spot. Frank has stolen 72 damage. That is a full sap as well here with the level 2 leash. Even Stinger here might be in a bit of a rough spot if Frank persists, and he will. Good job playing around the trees with Stinger. It forces Frank to eat an extra couple of auto attacks, but he's very happy to do so in exchange for the double kill.
Yeah, very similar stuff for SG, doing well in the lanes, but this time they have the draft that has some decent team fight instead of like what they had last game, which is practically close to no team fight at all in the previous game.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, I gotta say, I'm in love with this Dawnbreaker mid, because I think it forces a lot of these kind of skirmishes, which we don't always see too much these days. The mid lane has been kind of a bit of a sleeper in the last couple of years in an effort to not make it so snowball heavy. It used to be you die once in lane, all of a sudden the game is over for your team. Not really the case anymore with all the regen here, but at least there's a lot more action now with heroes like Dawnbreaker being in the mid lane.
I mean, the thing
very
is,
aggressive here.
it used to be a lot more skill based, There's a lot more skill involved in mid lanes back in those days where you have to go for the creeps, the kills, and everything. Right now, it's more about like, oh, I'm just gonna shove the wave, control the water rune, take the bounty runes, stack my camp, and keep doing that.
Yeah, true. At least here with this kind of matchup, going for kind of some kills is very viable. You've got the opportunity here like for some rotations. Here comes Gojira. Faker's gonna try and shove him underneath tower. He's gonna go ahead and pop the Spike Carapace. The stun is going to connect, however. Is also in the river, rotating through his LTH. Prevents SeeSmile from really doing much in this engagement. Careful though, Faker is very close to level 6. He's about to get it there with one creep basically that dies in the lane. Gojira's going to take out at least the Observer Ward. That's going to give SeeSmile a little bit of an opportunity here. He
sees
scouts
the
stack. He wants it, man. He even pops the wand. He's going to get it. Full stack taken.
That feels so good. That was just like a triple stack. That feels good, man.
Oh, yeah. Solar Guardian is going to be for bottom lane, where Frank here has already secured the kill onto Ector. On the run, though, he's actually receiving a bit of healing
he has no
courtesy of the
mana.
Purifying Flames. And see Smile out of mana. He's not going to be able to continue chasing. LTH, however, does not have any mana, or sorry, any cooldown for Assault, but he's got the cogs up to at least prevent any death. Another double kill in this bottom lane. LTH and Frank, man, both games really surpassing expectations.
Yeah, that was actually pretty big. That the DB didn't get to have mana to kill off the Razor. That was a huge kill. Razor is actually doing so well now. He's pretty fat, third in terms of net worth, and yeah, sure he got that triple stack, but now I see it. Feels like it's not worth it, because he missed the kill on the Razor.
And look at this mega stack as well that Faker is farming. Gojira, good job here. He does steal a couple from that hard camp. And now Whisper's going to bring over the familiars. Once again, yeah, Faker, he's going to be just left to laugh here in the voice lines, as he is going to be even taken down by C Smile. This deep Radiant Observer Ward here setting up for all of that. And yeah. I don't think Faker got more than maybe one last hit there on those camps. Didn't get any of it.
Yeah, the Nyx, I saw he stole like 2 or 3 of the last hits there. So probably not not a lot of creeps going towards the Bat Rider there. I really like how Gojira is like playing this game, like how he's planning out the game. He knows he's playing against this Bat Rider that's probably gonna have stacks. He's controlling his runes, trying to disrupt his play.
I'm pretty deep here against Ector, who is now leashed up and sapped. Ector does not have the skill point save for Sunder, so he's going to go down, and even saving Frank here temporarily thanks to the Flame Break, pushing back C-Smile. But he's still going to be able to close the gap here and achieve the kill. 2-for-1 trade. That's now 3 deaths here onto Ector. Not really his own fault, just SG Esports playing very well and very much in the face here of the TB.
Yeah, but TB is like not the worst hero, to be behind from the get-go, because you farm really quickly in the jungle with your illusions, and at the same time the Razor is like Viper off lane, You need to be snowballing, you need to have a good start, and dying early like this, going for a trade, not exactly the best thing you want, when you're on Razor.
Checking over in for the Bristleback here, another potentially snowball hero. His farm is pretty decent. Number 1 here in terms of last hits, but net worth here is currently claimed by C Smile. He's got a full Vanguard online, which means he can basically just completely ignore Whisper and his familiars. In fact, he might just kill him underneath the tower. Out of mana though. Betterna's not going to be able to chase for more, but LTH here down bottom here catches Stinger inside of the power cogs. Gojira has got an easy lineup for the stun, but here comes Frank. Ector still, oh no, he does have Sunder here at level 6, and will use it aggressively now onto Frank, but that won't stop him from chasing for more as Gojira secures the kill with the last hits. Whisper gets better in the top lane through all this, but Frank's going to get a second kill down bottom here onto Stinger. What the heck happened up here? He had Vanguard.
Dawnbreaker didn't even use ult. He just walked up the top lane to kill.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it. Dawnbreaker coming in.
I say Razor doesn't feel good to lose some of your advantage early.
Stuck inside the cogs. There's going to be the Solar Guardian because C-Smile did not use that for the kill attempt top lane. Now he's going to try and shut down Frank here. Celestial Hammer will connect into the Starbreaker here. They even had the Impale should they need it. They didn't. Plenty of damage now for C-Smile.
Oh, smoke.
Once again, like one early death for C-Smile just powers him up, man. He's 4-1-2. He smokes up. They're going for more.
Yeah, they're trying to scout for stacks. Bat Rider, Lasso.
Yeah, that's going to be a kill here onto Whisper. Nicely done. Over in the middle lane, it looks like Widge is going to have to tank this smoke event instead. Gets off the grave. That's going to buy him a little bit of time for some TPs. LTH on the way on in. Stick charges for Widge, but no, he is still going to go down. There's 2 heroes, though, trapped inside the cogs. LTH quite tanky here. Continuing the chase on a Gojira. Allows Frank to pick up the kill there with the Plasma Field. Now C-Smile looking for the TP out. The right-click damage from Frank. Not enough.
Just at the edge of it.
Up. He's going for more. Oh, Stinger is completely dead. As they drop a couple of banners in the mid lane.
Yeah, but look at what Beastcoast accomplished there with the vision. They smoked in, they got a trade, but at the same time they got 2 really nice wards. They're playing against the Bristleback. They know he's going to be relying on stacking Ancients to get ahead. And yeah, very nicely done. All the vision in the world there. If they need to invade the jungle at some point or the triangle.
Yeah, good point. Right now, SG Esports seemingly content to just continue playing aggressively and in the face of Beastcoast. Boots of travel now on Faker, allow him to take some more dangerous farm, which opens up the rest of the map here for Berna to secure his Ag Scepter, which is coming along fairly nicely. First Vendetta here attempt, though, is going to be aimed at top lane for Gojira. Whisper as well, ready to get going.
Shouldn't
as
be able
they
to
are
kill him, but that's Solar Guardian.
forcing
Okay,
back the TB.
that's Solar Guardian.
Yeah, they're gonna go for it here. Stunned up, the right-click damage into the Starbreaker. Nice job turning around as C-Smile presents most of the damage at this stage, but versus 4,
Wow.
there's very little Berna can actually do. Down bottom, though, they get through Hector yet again, as it's gonna be Faker who rotates on through, scouting the 4 heroes top lane to get another kill onto the TB.
I mean, this is also one of the reasons why Dawnbreaker is working so well. You know, I feel like players, they are not fully used to playing against this hero yet. Like the ulti, the global, sometimes you forget that, oh, there's actually a +1 hero coming in. You know, it's not just the 2 heroes you see in front of you. Then you play a little bit way too cocky, and deaths like that is so bad for your game as a carry. You overestimate yourself.
sure.
You have a Vanguard, and you think that, oh, I have a Vanguard. How can I possibly die? Haha! But you can.
Sierra Faker, that is going to be able to find the lasso now onto C-Smile. They also have a hook shot here in 8 seconds if they need it. The familiar stuns are good, however, and with Stinger nearby, there's absolutely no way they get through here. That Dawnbreaker. Whisper, he's given chase here. But no, just going to be a little bit annoying. All right, so Hector's taken now 4 deaths here, 12 minutes in. You weren't concerned earlier when I brought it up. When do you start being concerned for the TB's early deaths? Are you concerned a little bit now, or do you still think this is totally fine for a TB?
I mean, the early deaths definitely, you know, that's an impact, you know, towards the game. But, oh, another fight here. LTH again.
Yeah. It is a bit of a fight. Faker's a bit lower on the mana, as LTH gets the kill on a Stinger before Whisper can trade him away, but Stinger just TP's out, and that'll be that.
Yeah, but back to that point, I'm just looking at it from an angle where if you're behind as a carry, you definitely want to be TV, you know, because TV just plays better from behind. It definitely sucks, you know, you die in your lane, you know, whatnot. You want to have a perfect, you know, carry players, they always want to have the perfect game, the perfect farming patterns. Everything has to be perfect for them, you know.
Right.
So when you differentiate like the top carries, you know, the better carries, you always look at the games where they're not having the perfect start and how they, you know, pull their asses back into the game.
Right. Pull their asses up from their bootstraps is what they say, I believe. TH is perhaps going to have to absorb yet another smoke gank. Beastcoast probably open to find a bigger target. They're not too eager to make this jump. As LTH is now going to be scouted. And seems like OGR, yeah, we'll break the Vendetta. Setting up the stun. That's an easy kill there on him. Frank is approaching his BKB. There's going to be a dual BKB time as well coming eventually in the next couple of minutes. Here for SG Esports, one on the Batrider. I reckon he gets out of here, to be honest. Yeah,
he went from full. He had
he's
almost
okay.
1600 HP. Come on, that guy did like 1k damage.
Yeah, but Dawnbreaker, especially when you go for the Deso build, you're a little bit more bursty rather than sustained damage, right? Like if you don't get the kill in the burst, you're not getting the kill.
It's still crazy how a hero
it was impressive.
You can press Q and do so much damage.
Winter, you're a support player. Why are you so excited? He pressed Q and a red number popped up. It's not that, you know, come on, man. It's not that impressive. You can't lose the facade, you know, the support player superiority.
It's not that impressive if you have to click like some nuke, you know, or you have to buy some item, you know. He just did it. He just did it with a spell.
Yeah. I mean, it's an auto attack based spell, but once again, it is this Deso build right for the Dawnbreaker into the Shard now for C-Smile. So yeah, he can certainly pump out some high damage, but again, when you don't go for Echo Saber into like BKB Solar Guardian. Top lane, they're going to go for a play onto the Razor. There's going to be the big Wombo combo coming out as well from C-Smile, and it's going to be Whisper collecting the kill. Whisper, by the way, with a full Wraith Pact ready to go.
You see, that's the thing, you know, that they forget again. They have this ward in the Ancients area. Frank saw the Nyx at bot lane, so he thought, oh, Nyx is bot, I can farm top, but wait, Solar Guardian plus Visage kills him already.
Yep, very true. Can you Solar Guardian in? You can only Solar Guardian in on heroes, right? Not hero... Creep units? No, because I like, can you Solar Guardian on a bear? Because if you can Solar Guardian on a Spirit Bear, you can do it for the Visage Familiars.
The bear is considered half hero. That's why you can do
Well,
it.
so that's what I'm saying. So are the Visage Familiars.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought Visage Familiars are different. Oh, they're the same? Then you can do it same.
No, they're the same. Yeah. I believe, unless I'm gravely mistaken, and I might be. Speaking of gravely mistaken, Yellow Grave here from Dazzle. Not going to be too useful to contest this Roche.
Have you even
You
seen
know.
a grave this game?
Yeah, the one.
One time, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't think he's going to be able to really contest here. It's at least a solo kill. They did double commit the ultis, and Gojira might still live.
Oh, he
Yeah, gets
saved.
off the false promise. Frank is joining the fights. There's C-Smile, though, with the shard. He's going to turn abruptly onto Frank, but Frank's saved here by the Shallow Grave. Lots of healing as well now as C-Smile forced back up to the high ground. They finally get through Gojira as Faker is going to be able to scatter the Oracle out of the fight. That's going to isolate C-Smile, who has Aegis, and the Dawnbreaker ulti in 10
Have to help
seconds.
him.
Seems like he's going to lose his first life here. A little bit of heals, though, coming through. No, he's still going to end up dying. Stinger,
Aegis.
without an ulti, is going to be very easy pickings here as Whisper's forced out of the fight as well. C-Smile at least could be able to jump on over to Whisper as Faker is going to end up being the next target here. His damage reduced by the Wraith Pack that's out. But C-Smile, no, trying to secure the kill onto Faker, but the Shallow Grave, the second one of the fight, third one of the game. Not going to be able to save the life, though, of the Bat Rider. Mid-TP, he is cut down, but Beastcoast end up losing 3 heroes, 4, including his Gojira, through the Aegis.
Man, Rich, this
Nice
axe on
job.
Bristleback is just causing so much problems. It's so good against the Visage. He's able to dish out so much damage in the team fights. Like the longer he's there in the team fights, you can't kill him. The Bristol just stacks up so much damage on your whole team.
Yep. And Dazzle now has himself the Holy Locket
Hector?
finished up. Oh, this is okay. Gets off the Sunder. He's all right. Oh, and hookshot swings wide as
Yeah,
well.
I think the Bristol was
Gojira?
kind of hoping that LTH landed the hook earlier, so they could have burst the TB.
And it looks like it better not sticking around. He's feeling pretty confident here, and maybe for good reason. Frank is now rejoining the fight. BKB is about to be delivered. There it is. So Frank has BKB that probably was scouted by this ward, though, that Beast Coast have on their triangle cliff. What was I going to say? Widge, he has himself this Holy Locket. I want to make this point real quick because it might come in handy a bit earlier or later to know, but Shallow Grave has been changed slightly. Now it provides heal amplification per 10% HP missing, which doesn't seem that significant, but it does stack with Holy Locket, so you get some pretty ridiculous heals under the effect of Shallow Grave. So just keep that in mind. That's why I was surprised that he got through Faker, but he's got a lot of heals, and now a BKB ready to go,
Terribly.
as they will be aiming top lane. Hector is completely alone here. He doesn't have Sunder for another minute. Dispels at least the stacks of the Viscous Nasal Goo. There's a second Dispel courtesy of Stinger. Stinger has the ultimate. Might have to use it, though, as they are kiting out this fight. Stinger's now dead. They're going to be continuing to apply right-click damage, though, to Hector, and he's just going to die through this. LTH, in the meantime, the Shallow Grave is going to keep him up, as Hector will fall
Holy
as soon as that
shit.
Shallow Grave ends. C-Smile as well in this fight is going to be standing his ground, but versus the Bristleback, he cannot go 1v1. Frank as well is going to be looking for another pickoff now on the Gojira as they dive past the tier 2 towers. Up the high ground now goes Berna. Another kill for him, his third of this engagement. That is going to be Beast Coast just being wiped by
If
SG.
you don't know what's a Bristol boss, that's a Bristol boss right there, man. This BB is just way too strong for Beast Coast at the moment. They have no answers to him. No vessel, no nothing. No way to deal with him at this point of the game. The TB does not have enough damage to burst through the Bristol. No Silver Edge hero. Man, this Bristol, I totally underestimated this pick this game.
Yep. I think I underestimated this Dazzle pick as well. He's about to get the Shard online, which means he can basically nuke all of the TB illusions because it applies a
We had
mini
a Hex, right? Yeah.
Yep, it applies a
That's-
Hex on
that's-
Poison Touch.
That's very nice.
The only tricky thing for Widge will be actually getting within cast range. Poison Touch has a really nice cone effect where you cast it on your first target and it throws it onto everything else behind it with a pretty generous area. But the cast range itself on Poison Touch is not that good, all things considering.
Kind of like
but yeah, that's going to be
the
very
Venge-
nice having it on.
The Venge stun when you get the upgrade. It bounces
Yeah, like
there's
that.
a cast range towards the other target.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So it does increase your catch here. Again, the mini Hex is super nice as well in case you just need to interrupt the Dawnbreaker. Well, I guess now with Shard you can't really do it in
Oh, no.
in the Starbreaker.
Are they gonna get the Terrorblade here?
Hector.
no.
See him.
Okay.
Oh, but Gojira, he's the one to break smokes. I think Faker's smoke broke behind him. They knew something was up, but now C-Smile's going to be the one a bit isolated. LTH closing the gap. The flame break here as C-Smile's going to activate the Starbreaker into the flaming lasso. Hook shot here is necessary, not necessary, pardon, as they will be able to cut through the Starbreaker. Sorry, the Dawmbreaker. In the meantime, SG, they get the top tier 2 tower, and they're going to TV bottom because they've got a tier 1 tower here.
Crystal Boss is here.
Beastcoast, yeah, on the run. Bristle is here as Gojira stunning up a couple of heroes. Hook shot, though, from downtown there for LTH to secure the kill.
You see
That is
that
going to be
one,
2 heroes
one
dropping.
right click, half HP almost. Oh my god. That minus armor, AC, the goo, he's just hitting like a truck right now.
They need to get, like, it feels like if they have any chance of fighting, like a really good Wraith packed in the middle of this fight to prevent this Bristle from just absolutely murdering you. I mean, he is kind of feeling unstoppable at this stage.
Yeah. I said Nyx is like a counter to the Bristle, but it doesn't really feel that way anymore, you know? The Bristle back is just way too strong. He doesn't care if you pop your Carapace and you don't have enough points in mana burn to remove all his mana so he can't do anything. This is a huge problem for them right now.
Tier 2 tower being sieged. Gojira eager to maybe get a Carapace stun off. He'll burn a decent amount of the mana there. Over inside the cogs, though, LTH is going to end up dropping alongside this tower, though, and Hector does end up using meta, so SG Esports probably just content to back up and get ready for this next Roche fight. Hector, who, by the way, still doesn't have Scotty up. He is
they are definitely feeling the heat,
that.
Richie. They are feeling the heat. Not making very good decisions, and right now, all SG needs to do is chill, wait for the meta to be down. Fireworks are going to be alive in 10 seconds, then go again, you know, possibly force a tier 2 or just go high ground. I think they're already strong enough for that.
Yeah, they certainly are looking pretty good for the high ground siege here eventually.
Yeah, this Dazzle plus Bristle though is just way too strong at this point.
Billy Stone as well for Widge. He's got himself now the Arcane Boots back. He actually really does take advantage of this. Normally it doesn't feel too good to reassemble your Arcanes after you've used the Arcane Booster for something like the low whatever. This mana burn, this will be an incentive here, can continue at the top of itself, and that turns to a burst.
Gojira
now
going for a solo kill.
He's gonna die for that. He forced at least from the Batrider. Interrupted my Dazzle speed a ridiculous amount of mana on Dazzle. You just need the mana for it. That's why you.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely not the thing that you want to do as Visage. You want to be snowballing, running at your enemy, but you know, you do what you can at this point of the game.
He smile, by the way. It's an after Faker. Faker able to evade it using the Firefly movement.
Well, can they get out?
There's
Okay, so right now the Terror is just happy, you know, like farming away. He has his Skadi completed. He's gonna work on his BKB next. He has to get another 1 or 2 more items before he can destroy this Bristleback in the team fights. So it's a while for them to get there to that point. They don't have a Silver Edge, they don't have a Vessel. It's tough, you know, for them to take down the Bristleback at this point. Bristol's gonna finish a BKB in 200 gold. That should be go time for SG.
yeah, and it looks like Frank. No, I don't know. Actually, he's in pretty deep. He's gonna turn with BKB active now and be able to shrug off the familiars.
LTH is dead. They caught him.
Yeah, that's a bit of an overextension from Frank. That's gonna force a big piece of utility from himself as well as a death onto his support.
Roche is going to be the next important time in the game. 10 seconds. Roshan might spawn there. That should be the next important fight. But TB already popped his meta, so again, SG, all they need to do is just wait it out and contest the Roche after.
Does not want to wait though. He's going to turn on to Gojira, who's looking to TP away. They're going to have to use a lasso to cancel, but it's going to be advantage now
Roche?
for this
Okay,
Roche fight, which has respawned.
Who's
Stinger
getting,
even is split pushing bottom.
who's getting the shard?
Definitely the bristleback, I would say.
Yeah.
Definitely bristleback. Don't know who else would really want it. Jetpack, Dazzle already has his. Razor Shard is just the Storm Surge. Does he bomb this?
Jetpack is nice, you know. You can argue.
Yeah, Jetpack is nice, but also so is doing like 600 burst damage to enemies from incredible range on Hairball. We'll hover over the cast range.
Who am I kidding? You're a support, you think you get the cheese, you think
Yeah,
you
what
get the shot.
Look at this Hairball. Look at this range on Hairball. Look at the cast range on this. It's ridiculous. I would never own a cat if my Winter could spit up a Hairball with that range. Absolutely not.
Nice try. Nice try. Why you have to tilt me all the time, you know, with your cat?
Listen, dude, I didn't name the cat Winter, okay? Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? She's probably sitting outside the door being very confused why I keep calling her but not opening the door. Poor girl. Poor girl.
I demand a name change.
Beastcoast basically stuck inside their own base just as Winter is trapped outside my door. Not my co-caster Winter, of course. He's at the comfort of his own home. Frank once again, though. He's poking and prodding here yet again, which is going to expose LTH. Familiar stuns? No, he's going to avoid the second one with Berna running on it, just straight up into the high ground. They will disarm him at least, so he can't do too much damage. As there's finally a BKB. The first BKB of the series now for Beastcoast, as C-Smile might be forced to use it here to run, but with Lasso ready to go, he's going to be pulled back potentially into his death. LTH still can cancel a BKB TP as well with the hook shot. C-Smile has the ulti, he is fighting back, and has the kill versus LTH even. Now he's just going to TP away. See you later.
Oh my god, that's gotta feel good.
Not for LTH, it's not. You held on to the hook shot, maybe expecting to BKB TP away. And now there's the Solar Guardian. They're setting up for a kill on the Frank, but Frank's to be able to BKB off the stun. Widge gets off a shallow grave, and that's going to buy himself a little bit of time and attention. Perhaps enough for Berna to escape. Look at that damage on the C-Smile. That bad juju here onto him. Just like really chewing through his armor. Berna very happy to soak through even these Scotty buffed auto attacks off from the TV.
This mana burn is starting to add up, you know. Like Gojira is specifically targeting the bristleback every time now. He's doing a great job with that.
Mana regen here provided by the Bullwhip. Not bad, but certainly not enough to out-sustain the constant mana burns. As Hector finally getting to work here, pardon me, on a tier 1 tower.
Well, they are 12k ahead, but it certainly does not feel like they are 12k ahead anymore. Like, the game is starting to sway towards the TB's favor at this point. They still have, like, I would say, like, a couple of more minutes before they run into even more problems, so they have to try to force some issues here. Aegis is running out in 2 minutes, so they have to try to make full use of the Aegis right now.
Yeah. And it does feel quite difficult, right, with the way that Beastcoast have been split pushing the spot on lane, with Eye of Scotty now being a key item at taking down a bristleback, even just for the movement speed slows. These boots of Burying as well, right, still provide that 1.5 second immunity to slows.
They're going to force the high ground now.
They feel like it's necessary, but Berna once again out of mana, which means these Warpath stacks eventually are going to end up running down. Those are some flying pigs, Winter.
Come back and cast some mana burns, Gojira.
There he is. Berna already basically out of mana, which can provide a little bit more, as there's a Hex real quick onto Hector. They're going to go for the kill first onto Stinger, trying to prevent the false props from coming through. He's got buyback, though, as Hector is being routed with his BKB active. Now Berna, with his own BKB active, is going to be able to outrun there the Solar Guardian, but Berna in a bit of a rough spot. Still has Aegis for another minute, though, so can take one death here, as Hector does get off the stun before the hookshot can't connect now. They also have the false promise onto him, as Berna still alive here on the high ground. They've yet to take down his first life. Now he's going to drop inside the cogs alongside LTH. Hector does not have Sunder up, though, so does need to at least get away from this Bristol, because he comes back with full HP, sure, but also full mana. Flame Break here is going to end up pushing back Whisper as the Boots of Bearing create enough of a buffer space for himself. It's a nice reset here as both teams are going to go ahead and quick timeout as eSports don't have a wave on the high ground. Oh, that's going to be a familiar dropping? No, just barely kept alive. C-Smile with a DD active, though. He'll jump right on to Berna. He does not have BKB, though, as he's now getting his damage stolen. A little bit of the shallow grave here. Again, still good for the healing amplification. You can see Berna healed about 1,000 HP there. Hector still with the... actually now just using the Metamorphosis will be able to scare SG eSports off the high ground with the smoke. Do you want to go for more? They're playing without Gojira, though, who's a pretty big source of initiation at this stage. Which, you madman, is going to be able to at least get off a Hex onto a couple of heroes, but he's still going to... No, he gets off the... Well, he's still dead. Or is he? Can they cancel? No, he just gets out.
The plays, man. That is a fancy play from a support. I give him that, man.
I mean, I even counted him out, to be honest.
Just in the nick of time, he just wanted to clear out some illusions with the shot.
Yeah.
And then like, that's the real one. With his team behind him.
Looked a little bit rough for him, but he will be able to get out, no problems in the end. Now LTH has his own Acceptor coming to him, so they've got an overclock. That's going to free him up. He's been a little bit shy to use these hook shots. Trying to wait for a BKB so he can cancel the TP out, trying to make sure he can wait right before Sunder is used, looking for vision onto Stinger, something like that. But this is going to free him up to be a little bit more liberal with his usage there of the hook shots.
One job, I feel, in the fights. Get the Oracle. End of story. I guess he just needs to take care of the Oracle.
It's been Faker who's been doing that. Do you think it should be LTH's job?
So that the Bat Rider can save his lesser for the Terrorblade, I feel.
Okay. Let's see here if Axe is the item to do it. As SG Esports smoked up behind Berna as they look to push up high ground. Here's Gojira, who's got a 4-staff and does not get the mana burn off. Abyssal Bladed, he's just going to explode here. No, they use the false promise on him as C-Smile is being lassoed here. Not lassoed, rather leashed up. There's going to be a hookshot number 1 onto Hector as they push him back there with the power cogs. Hookshot number 2 with the overclock now ready to go. Solar Guardian not going to catch anyone, but it does put C-Smile back in the fight. SG Esports have already dispatched of all the supports here that Beastcoast have. No buybacks on any of them as they set to work here on the bottom barracks. No buyback here at all, actually, for anyone on Beastcoast. In fact, there's at least one full lane of barracks. Could be 2. Hector is going to use the meta now as he looks to force back SG Esports. Better not out of mana here. Widge doing whatever he can. There's going to be the mini hex now onto Hector. They find a stun as well, but they can, and they do kill him. He's dead for a full minute. GG, they call it.
Wow, what a game, man. What a game. Whoever believed in SG is a genius, man. A genius. This Bristol pack is a genius, this game. Bristol pack Dazzle, man.
It feels like SG finished the game just as they were starting to lose control of this, right? There's no doubt that the Terrorblade, if this goes late enough, would be able to outcarry Bristle and basically the entire of SG Esports given their lineup. But I don't know. I mean, 33 minutes in, and SG Esports still managed to close it out here with one aggressive push up to the high ground, even without Aegis. And I just, I have to wonder if those early deaths on Hector make it that he's not really able to find the farm in time to outcarry this Bristle. I don't know. The Scotty ended up coming a little bit later than maybe he was hoping for. He's forced to go BKB, which doesn't feel great into Clockwork, doesn't feel great into a Bat Rider either. SG, they just push up high ground and find the win.
Yeah, but still, like, credit is going to be given towards this combo. This Bristle plus Dazzle, I feel like it definitely made the Dazzle made the Bristle so much stronger, and the timings were also much more impactful in the game, like with the Bristle having a backup like Dazzle. And maybe, you could say like the TB's farm, if he had a little bit more farm faster, he would have been able to maybe deal with the Bristol back. But still, kudos to them, picking this combo and working out so well.
Nice killer combo there with the Dazzle Shallow Grave. Coming in handy a couple times for the Bristleback. Beastcoast will be defeated in game number 2. We're going to go back to our wonderful combo of a panel with Avo Plus to break down this Beastcoast loss a little bit more for you.
Hello guys, welcome, and Beastcoast, they're really...
Muted.
Oh. The stream could hear me, but the panel could not. Welcome back, Beastcoast. They really were treading on hot fire today. They thought, you know what? Let's make it interesting. Let's see if we can lose against SG again. Last time was actually the same. They didn't lose 2-0. It was 1-2 as well. But this time, the casters were completely right. It was not just the Bristleback, which is You know, it's not that difficult. But the dazzle there really made a huge difference. That combo was much more impactful than I expected it. Did you guys think it was going to be as good with the dazzle bristleback? Have you ever tried this, Mardio?
Not really. I'm actually a bristleback fan, and I never try to win with Dazzle. But after this game, I'll for sure ask for my support to pick Dazzle.
Okay. Nice. You asked nicely, of course, because you're all rainbows and sunshine. Sexy Fat. What are your thoughts on this game? Do you feel like it was the drafting, or do you think that this time maybe they also played a little better?
I think I would just blame on all of it on draft because, as I said, Oracle and the TP just doesn't feel right. Like once your TP is running, how can I say? He's not gonna go back and fight. And Oracle just went there all times to cover him up, ulti and both dies. It didn't make sense that much on the Beastcoast draft. Plus, I believe the SG Bristleback pick was so clutch because they really needed something to go in and give vision so Bad could lasso this Oracle, or even the Bristleback just could go in on the Oracle and the Bad kills TP. But they definitely needed something to go in on the in the middle of the Beast Coast lineup without getting killed. And plus, they had a Dazzle, even though like no one was dying on the SG side. So yeah, props to SG draft and not props to Beast Coast draft.
Anti-props there. Okay, I like it. RDO, we talked about Terrorblade Oracle. Do you think that's the issue? Like the idea that once you're out as TB, you're out, and Oracle is very much of a keep fighting hero as well? Do you think that was one of the issues you saw this game?
Yeah, like TB is a hero that he just needs stuns, because TB is a fully damage-based hero. So if you stun someone, TB is gonna kill, but Oracle doesn't really provide stun. He wants to extend the team fight and save, and TB doesn't really need a save. And I also think they overreacted for the Batrider pick on 15. They picked Oracle and Nyx, which made them...
Talked about this.
Yeah, they had 0 team fights in the end. So... SG just realized that they picked the Bristleback hero, which is a fully team fight hero, and they just steamrolled over Beast Coast.
Yeah. And with this, guys, we get a game 3. Beast Coast once again trying that line, meaning that if they lose against SG, they'll have to win against Thunder Awaken if they want to qualify to that major. Well, actually, depending on Infamous versus Hokori as well. So a lot of things getting pretty spicy here. And SG, they're also looking to avoid potential relegation here. So this is going to be a really important victory for them. Let's see what happens as we go over to game 3 after a small break.